Hi there, guys. I'm Chris Bowden.
And I'm Trevor.
Welcome to the Geek Group. We are here once again working on your Tesla coil project.
Yes.
We're still going to wait another week to see if people can guess the name. I really want to see the results that we get in on that. It's going to be fun. So today we're going to build the primary coil form. We get to do the assembly on this, which is a lot of trimming, and then a little bit of bolting, and we snap that in. We're pretty much good to go. We have a couple little holes to drill, nothing major, pretty simple stuff. So yeah, today, primary coil form on Tesla Coils with Trevor. All right, now this is the exact same UHMW that we cut those out of. Right. So I took a scrap piece because I want to teach you the basics of drilling and tapping. So we're going to put this right in the thing. I'm going to drill and tap a hole, and then you're going to drill and tap a hole, because we're going to do this a whole bunch before we're done. So we take our drill, and now we're drilling to fit a tap that is 7/16 diameter, 14 teeth per inch. Okay. So we put our bit in there. See, they got it set to screw and the clutch is down to wuss. So now we're in there. All right, so we just drill a hole. And I'll actually do this over here on the angle so you can see it come out the bottom. And you want to make sure when you're drilling for a tap that you're perpendicular to the thing. Right. Wow, that drill bit sucks. Let's pilot drill it with a real drill bit, and then we'll use that one. If we had an ISCAR drill bit, we'd have been fine. Okay, so now we've got a hole. And this is, we're threading UHMW, which is about as forgiving as you can get, because it's pretty much trying to cut butter. All right. It machines not unlike cheese. All right, so we got a hole. And there's the proper way to do this, which is you get out your tap set, and you get, this is a tap wrench, and I think it's way too small for what we're doing. Yeah, this is a tap wrench, and it's way too small for what we're doing. So there's another way you can do this, especially with something like UHMW. You can actually just put this in the chuck. Now, if we were doing like steel or aluminum, we'd have to have cutting fluid and a whole thing. With UHMW, you can pretty much just run that right through. There. We've made a threaded hole. And now we can take the bolt and thread the bolt right into the hole, and the pieces stick together. Now, we need, to do this right, we need to swap these out with nylon fasteners. Okay. We don't have any of those in stock. But what I do have is a red stapler. I have a red swingline stapler, which you might have seen in yesterday's Captain's blog. Well, that stapler belongs to Lars at boltdepot.com. And we're going to hold Lars's stapler hostage until Lars sends us a duplicate. We're using part number 379. This is a 7/16 14 by 2-inch bolt. And we're going to need a bunch of these in nylon. We don't need nuts to fit them. We just need the bolts. So Lars, if you could please, if you send these back, the stapler will live. And we're going to torture the stapler every day until you donate the bolts that we need. See, that's how you handle sponsors, especially Lars. He's caused a lot of problems in the past. All right, now you try. Here's your drill. Use that bit and then this bit. Yeah. You're going to lose a hand.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Hang on. Let's take the speed down a little, because you make me nervous. Now make sure you're perpendicular. And that's this way. The way to check that is you look at it this way and make sure you're vertical, then come 90 degrees off and you're nowhere near close. So do it like that, okay? Okay, now pull it out. When you're drilling UHMW, it's usually a good idea to not stop if you're inside, because this will get hot. It's friction. This will get hot and that'll melt to it. With most plastics. UHMW isn't really that bad, but like, we can take that up. Let's go to second gear.
You give me the hardest way to do it.
It's good. You want those ears fixed?
Damn it.
You sure you understand all you know about what you're doing? You're not backfire enough. Won't fit. You got that now? Yeah.
I'm not as dumb as I look. I mean, I'm pretty close. But...
Oh, I think we could get odds on that. There's a viewer contest there. All right, now pop the tap in it. And go all the way down to 1. Because when I did that, I was way too fast. That's lovely. Now make sure you're perpendicular, because if you get the tap crooked, it'll bog out, especially if you're doing this in metal or something. Hang on. Wow. You gotta tighten these things. Like a Berliner. All right, come out. Because if you're threading that in and this hits, this will spin because it's soft plastic. If it was metal, you'll break the tap. But with this, you'll just tear out the threads and then you'll just have motion there. And then we just take that and thread it in the hole. Enjoy your newly tapped hole. Now you gotta go the other way. You're threading
I
in.
know how to do it.
Well, then why are you taking it down?
I can't even put it in straight.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You just told me you know what you're doing. I believe in you. Damn it. I've got faith in you. You got schmutz on your glasses.
I know.
You better now?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You want to fix your microphone too?
Where is that?
It's headed down your shirt.
Is it?
Yeah. I've got the mic-proof shirt with the turtleneck thing happening. I did this because I knew we were going to be doing that today, and I didn't want futz down my shirt. That's a term for this. This is futz.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not normally the issue. The issue is normally you shoving it in people's pockets.
That happens.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we've learned how to drill and tap a hole. All right? Now, we have to do this on the things. We've got the base plate, which we don't have to tap, we just have to drill.
Okay.
All right? And then on this, where'd you put the lower? Here, we can get rid of one of these. All right, so we've got the base plate. Are you having fun with that? That's the wrong drill bit. All right, then we put...
Shut up.
I'm not saying nothing. I got nothing. It's all floppy like that. You can't go through life like that. All right. We do this, we want to make sure that your cocks are upright and that the thunderbolts are right side up. Because we could do this with layout and all that and like spend hours on it, Oh, you want the cocks to the inside?
I think that'd make more sense.
It's your cock. You can put it anywhere you want.
I want my cock in.
Okay. All right. Now, instead of doing all the layout and all that, we're going to do these one at a time. And they won't all be perfectly aligned, but we don't need that. It's not a production job. We're going to put 2 holes drilled and tapped with a bolt in them on the bottom, and then 2 holes drilled and tapped with a bolt in them on the top, and that's going to go here. All right, so it's going to sit like this, and our bolts are going to be out here. We're going to put, we'll slide these out to the edge so that we have 2 bolts out here, and on the bottom it's going to be a bolt and a bolt.
All right.
Okay. We can't go into here because that'll put us under the windings, and we don't want to do that. So we're going to get these out as far as we can. And I think the easiest way to do this...
Do you want to get like a long meter stick or something and put a line so you...
We could do that. What I was thinking, do you want your bolts in or out?
In.
In, like
Everything
that?
in, yeah.
Everything in, so the bolts go in, the cocks go in.
Sense
All
in
right,
my mind.
hey, I want you to be happy. I care. I'm going to put these in like just 1/8 of an inch, just for clearance, which is pretty much as far out as we want to be. Hand me another something. All right, that's going to go on that side.
Here, charge it.
Bolts go in, cock goes in. Got to move this stuff. Move this stuff. Don't need this. All right.
Where's a meter stick, or is there not one?
You can just about just eyeball it, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, because we've got these out on the edges.
Yeah, you can
so
line
they
it with
give
the
us,
edges.
Yeah, and we know we're headed towards the center of the circle. So just line that up, and we're pretty good.
Your cock fell.
My cock fell over.
Yeah.
My cock's falling over. I hate it when that happens. It's all limp and floppy-like. Did you cut the edges on this?
Yeah.
It
Actually,
shows.
I think you did that one, actually.
No, I Okay. There. My cock stands on its own.
Good for you.
I'm pretty happy about that. It's a big day for me. All right. At this point, we'll take and just draw some lines on the bottom. We should use dry erase markers for this.
Why?
Because they'll wipe off the UHMW really easily. Unless you want there to be painting and stuff.
I don't.
You know what we do?
What?
We say, Aaron, could you please grab a blue or black dry erase marker, not red? Never use red. It's impossible to paint over. It just bleeds right through anything.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to want to paint this before we're done, just because you're an aesthete. But we'll put the marks on the bottom. That'll work. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
All right, because now if we put this on there, we can wipe that off later. Because we just need a faint layout line to realize where we're going. My cock fell over.
You should get that checked out. It's
keep
happening
meaning
really
to.
often.
It does. All right. But we can mark that like that, and then flip it over and drill it from the bottom. And we don't care about the other two because we can get to those, but we know where we're headed. So we'll set these over here. And actually, I'm going to have you hold that one. So we know that's the bottom, we know that's in.
And are we just going to line up all the drill holes with that piece?
Yep.
With where they are?
Yep. Now, which side do you want up?
I think the other side.
The other
probably.
side up? Okay, cool.
Just because of the crack
Hey,
or the chip.
now,
whatever.
put something, one of those, under the other side just to hold it up. And you're going to keep that steady. I'll align this. No, put it right over here. And it doesn't have to line up. It just has to be there to hold it up. Now, I'm going to get this lined up. You got to hold that over there. Go over there and hold your cock.
Ow.
Because it's UHMW, so it's slippery to begin with. Now you're going to hold that, and you're going to hold this, and just keep this from falling over while I wiggle everything over here and line it all up. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I don't know what it is offhand. So this is what we're gonna go with. Ah! Fuck. What? Yeah, turn.
Ouch.
Go like this.
Okay.
Are you having problems over there?
I'm fine.
Ow. 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 All right, you gotta be flat. Well, you've got to be flat because you're teed.
Here, pull that out. Thanks.
You better now?
Yeah.
All right, we're flat, we're flush, we're square, we're good. I'm drilling the damn hole. I'm not happy with it yet. And if I get it wrong, we can never go back and change it. We're stuck with it forever.
Your piece is moving.
Yep, it's okay. Take it off. Actually, just leave that right there. It can spin a little bit as long as it stays pretty close. Yeah, we're good. You know, it's really important for us to know.
What?
The bolts are 2 inches long. Okay, it's about there on the bolt. Do we have a piece of electrical tape or something? Or I'll just draw on the grower.
Yeah, I think you went in. Well, don't forget you need to include the width of the plywood.
That'll work. There you go. Well, I just did the whole bolt length so that when we tap it and everything, we've got room for swarf and all that jazz. We're a little bit beyond.
Okay.
But we'll just put a piece of tape around the drill bit, and we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. All right. Now, we're going to we'll just put this in the vise real quick.
Do you want me to stop holding this?
Huh? You can hold that all day if it makes you happy. I'd set it down though. All right, so we've got that drilled. Now we'll drill it out for the tap. And this will just chase that hole. Now see, it's not perfectly straight, but it's good enough. And we'll put the tap in it. Now for the first couple, we're going to have to do them individually.
Okay. Why wouldn't we have to do individually on the others?
Because once we can bolt it together and have the rough structure built, life gets a lot easier.
Right. Now, how do you know that you're drilling that deep enough?
The bolt's only that long. So.
Oh, I forgot it had to go through the wood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You can once you've got the wood there, and the shoulder's going to ride in the wood, so we're cool. But now we drill that hole out a little bit bigger, and we can bolt the first piece together. And then we once this is bolted together, we know this will be aligned properly, so we're set. But because this is all done by hand without jigs or fixturing, these are all going to be at slightly odd angles. So if you ever take this apart in the future, it'll only go back together one way. They simply won't line up any other way. All right, now we've got our big bit. And this, we can just go right over here and just zip that through.
Right.
And we'll clean up and chamfer the edges. Now our bolt will drop right through there. So when we bring this over here, that should just thread right in.
What size was it?
I have no idea. Oh, the thing?
Yeah,
it's
the
a
bolt.
7/16 bolt, but it's going to be a bigger wrench than that.
It is.
Yeah, it's bigger than that.
Too big.
Smaller than that. Take that one. 5/8. All right, grab a 3/8 ratchet.
Too big?
That's a 1/2 inch ratchet.
Damn. And those are the only two I see.
I have no idea where the 3/8 ratchet is. That's 1/4 inch. That's 3/8.
Oh yeah.
So
Should be
I have an
okay.
idea. This is a it's a 5/8 thing.
You're gonna put it in the drill?
No, I'm gonna grab the smaller 5/8. There. Well, that's 1/2 inch. That's 1/2 inch. This is way overkill for what we're doing, but it's what I have next to me, and I don't want to spend 20 minutes digging through the socket set. Go on there. Oh, it's got the button in the back. Okay. I'm professional. Now I got goop in my hand.
I wonder what
I
that was.
got Batman's truck goop. It's when they were working on the truck. Now this should just bolt right in. And you don't want to over tighten it. You want to be careful. These always just go down snug.
We forgot to
What?
bore out the hole.
Huh?
We forgot to bore out the hole for the
No, we did.
screw to
I
go
did
in.
that.
No, for the end to go in.
The end's only going to go in here.
Yeah.
It's already drilled out. I got the big drill bit.
This isn't going in the plywood.
No, no, no.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
stop in the thing. I'll show you in
Okay.
a second. Watch.
No, I see what you mean now. I thought you were going to make it so none of the screw would be out of the...
Oh, you mean like totally countersink tied?
Yeah, that's
No,
what
we
I
don't need
thought
to
you
do
were
that
gonna-
here.
Here, it's not quite lined up. Your hole was drilled off.
Well, yeah. But if you rub your hands on the side and you don't feel any big bulge, you're doing all right. Now, we're lined up on the thing. So on the bottom, because we'll put casters under these.
All right.
So that'll just go away. You won't see this when it's done. Or we'll put feet on it if you just want feet. Now we do that whole process over again. It's a little trickier because we can't see it. We'll have to like eyeball it to get it right. Mm-hmm. But we just do the other one. I'd do that with like the combination square down there. Or something. All right, I'm on line here. That's my spot and I know it. I'm looking through there. Now, you look from that side and tell me if it looks good to you.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, now that's going to stay there. It's not going to move. So get over here and make sure that I'm vertical this way.
Too far. Too far. No, the other way. There.
There?
Yeah.
All right. So that's our first drill. And we need our second drill. It's the little gold one. Now this one goes all the way down too. And that one's easy, you just chase the hole. Okay. No, now the big one.
Oh.
But the big one just goes through the wood. Okay, then tap. So we drop down to first gear. there's our tap. I'm tripping over my microphone cord. Now we should be able to just thread that right in. Yeah, you got that. You go ahead there. Let me know how that works out for you. Don't over tighten it, just snug. You wanna be careful. Yet. Okay, you'll feel the resistance, but just fingertips. You see it?
Not tight enough. I think I need a little more.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, right there. All right. That's how you do one. Now that you've done one, you can do the others. Yeah, you can just slide it right across. What I did is I just divided this in half. Because you can take, watch.
Your marker's over there.
Oh, I got a Sharpie right here. You take Sharpie, because you're on the bottom, so you'll never care. You just draw a spot pretty much in half. Okay, so there's your point. And this is a square.
Right.
So we cut these at right angles. So if you just put that on there and draw from the inside so you get a good contact. There's your line. And you know that line is pointed straight to the circle.
Right.
So here, I'll do your lines.
Oh, we need the lightning bolt.
All right. I would take this out of the vise and do the next one, because now, see, that's what you're going to end up with. You turn it right side up, and that's not on there, and it's rigid, and it's good, and you've got a really cool airplane thing happening here now. Wooden kite. But when you put that in there, it'll hold the other side. So now you know that's going to hold itself. Make sure it's pointed the right way. Make sure it's the side you want. Yep, that looks right.
Why don't I do this for now?
I'd put these under crosswise so they don't. All right, now you've got a reasonable foundation. And you just want to get the first one in, get it centered and on line reasonably. It doesn't have to be perfect, because with just one in, you can kick it a little bit. You won't be able to spin it like 90 degrees because it'll bind, but you'll be able to kick it a little bit.
Where's your, there it is.
All right, you got your mark.
Wrong one.
Tight, tight, tight. Like your boss. All right. You want to do it or you want me to?
I don't care.
All right. You don't want to do it there. Remember, you need 2 inches, so come in to about there. Now, you're good here. Look back this way and make sure you're vertical this way. Okay, go. Now, I'm going to hold this so it doesn't move. Stop. It's creeping. All right, pull it out. Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Okay.
I didn't get it quite
Swap.
all the way in.
Oh, do it again.
That's why I was
Do it again.
still
Do
going.
it. Do it. You're good. Okay, now swap for the bigger bit. You'll feel when you hit bottom. Fast, no, stop. Backwards, come out. All right, here. We know where it's going now. You gotta go forward. Let me see it a second. You've got swerve caught in here.
Yeah.
There. All right, and we'll go to the big one.
Never claimed to be good at this.
Neither did I. I'm not a carpenter. And we just zip this through. See, that's easy. We can do that out here. No problem. All right. Now, for me, I'd chuck that up in the vise. I like the vise. I like a good bench fence. Go down to first gear. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. No, you're fine. Nope. You don't want to bite down on the square end.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get it to go in. It was so far out.
You good now? Are you comfortable there? Feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. I was worried about you. It was touch and go there for a second. Stop. Beautiful. See, we do this almost like we know what we're doing. Now we do the same thing again. Run that bolt in there. You're lined up.
No,
Push
not
like a
lined
man. What? Yeah, that's right.
Going in now or no?
We got schmutz on the edge or something?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it did it big enough.
There's a little bit of swarf.
Oh.
This is tricky, chasing a tap into a hole, because you have to have the threads line up the right spot again.
Right.
It's really hard to do in plastic. But we've got a little bit of funk on the edge, so I'm just looking to clean that up. Feel better?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Tapping plastic's kind of tricky. Hang on. All right, right there. You good now? You'll feel it catch. You good? Okay. All right, now we're lined up good. And now just lather, rinse, repeat. Do the whole cycle all over again. This is going to take a minute. We'll be back.
Here at the Geek Group, we've invented a new fundraising strategy. You can now purchase impressively tiny coins we've compressed using high-energy magnetism. We induce a current pulse of 100,000 amps into a copper wire coiled around a golden dollar, dime, or quarter, producing very powerful opposing magnetic fields that compress a quarter to the diameter of a dime, which you then receive in a lovely commemorative package along with the satisfaction that can only come from helping the Geek Group build our endowment, which in turn will allow us to put membership fees, donations, and sponsorships towards furthering the organization rather than just maintaining it. Carry a lightning bolt in your pocket. Available at thegeekgroup.org.
All right, now we take it out of there. All right, there's your base. Now put your piece on. Let's see how it looks. You like it?
I do.
You happy?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now for next week, you got to scrounge up 4 casters to put on the bottom. We might have them in supply, but I don't know. Check. So there's your base. Now next week we'll do the primary itself. And like we've built the primary coil form, so all we gotta do is bolt that down. We'll do that next week, that's trivial. And lay in the primary, and that's next week's episode, is getting the primary built and installed, which is a lot easier than you might think.
All right.
Cool, you happy?
Yes.
All right. I'm Chris Bowden.
I'm Trevor Kenyon.
You guys have fun, as always. We'll see you next time.
This video was made possible by a grant from the Future Girl Foundation.
This video was made possible by thousands of private donations from members and viewers like you. please visit thegeekgroup.org for more information on how you can donate and become a part of our dreams of Avalon.
I learned how to run a machine shop.
Set up an enterprise-level server.
Program 9-foot robots.
Make lightning!
Edit video.
I'm building a radio station.
Light bulb terrarium.
A high-performance electric car.
I'm a CNC geek.
Computer geek!
Robot geek.
Physics geek!
AV geek.
I'm a radio geek.
Craft geek.
Car buff.
No matter what kind of geek you are, we've got a place for you here at the Geek Group. Come join us. We build awesome.